Are you ready to talk about activity 4? Are you ready to talk about activity 4 or not ready? Ready or not ready? Ready. Okay. We have 4 questions. Did you talk about these questions with your partner?
Yes.
Okay. The first question, what is difficult about starting first grade? Why? Let's ask the question. Ask the question, ask. What is difficult about starting first grade and why? Well, maybe you said something like this. In first grade, children are away from home for most of the day. And that's new, right? Because earlier they spent a lot of time at home. And there are many new expectations and responsibilities for them to deal with. Not only do they have something to deal with at home from their parents, but now their teacher has different expectations. Put your books here. Do your homework this way. Take turns. Listen to your classmates. Discuss with your classmates. Hang your jacket in this cubby. You have different expectations and responsibilities. Maybe this week it's your turn to pass out the papers. And next week it's another classmate's turn to collect the objects. So you have different responsibilities and expectations when you start first grade. The second question. Let's ask the second question. Why is it important for a child to believe he can be anything? Again, why is it important for a child to believe he can be anything? It's important because this way he can explore his interests without limitations. When a child is very young, a child can explore and try different things that interest him or her. And when you try them out, you don't have people thinking, oh, or saying to you, no, you can't do that, you can't be that. But try your best. Imagine, dream, have an idea of something that you can become later on, that you can grow into. They can see different possibilities. They can explore different possibilities and try out their interests and talents. Let's look at question 3. Can we ask that question together? Let's do it. Does a child this age understand about right and wrong? What does he know? Again, does a child this age understand about right and wrong? What does he know? Well, now we're not talking about infants or preschoolers. We're not talking about toddlers or preschoolers. We're talking about school-age children. So their minds, their brains are a little bit more developed, right? More developed. So children at this age are beginning to understand about things that are right and things that are wrong because you're teaching them. The teacher in class is teaching the students about which things are right and wrong. And they also learn a lot from the different kinds of reactions that adults have to the things that they do. So the things that they do, if you're the adult, you tell them good job and they understand that's right. If you say no, that's not acceptable, then they learn that something is bad or wrong. So you teach them, they can learn. And they can also see what other people do. So you need to be a good model, right? They can see you, and if you model good behavior, they can also learn it that way. In fact, when you do it that way, when you model good behavior, they can learn that better than just words. Actions speak louder than words. Look at question number 4. Can we ask this one together? Why is it important for a child to know the result of breaking a rule? Again, why is it important for a child to know the result of breaking a rule? Well, a child needs to know the result of breaking a rule so that he learns what is expected of him and he's not surprised. He also needs to learn that his actions have consequences. If he doesn't learn that this action has one consequence and another action has a different consequence, he will not be able to distinguish good from bad. He won't be able to distinguish right from wrong. If you let him do anything with no consequences, he can't learn where the limits are for good things and bad things. So that's why it's important for them to know what thing will happen to them. So if you tell your child, if you keep banging on the table, then you won't get any more dinner. So if the kid keeps banging on the table and you taught them not to bang on the table, then you take away their spoon, you pick them up, you take them down, and they don't get to eat anymore. And then they go like, oh, she really means no more dinner. So maybe I need to learn, don't bang on the table, and then I can get back up and have dinner. So this is a way for children to know when they break a rule of yours that they will have results or consequences.